Weapons were found, armour was found. Entire camps were discovered exactly where they had been left behind. But not a single body was ever recovered. An entire army entered the desert, and by the next morning, every single soldier was gone. No battle was recorded, no mass grave was discovered, no survivors were ever mentioned in any written source. What happened to this army remains one of the most disturbing and least understood mysteries of the ancient world. This was not a small patrol. It was not a scouting mission. It was a fully equipped military force, trained, organised and moving together as a single unit. The soldiers carried iron weapons, leather armour, food supplies, water containers and equipment designed for a long and demanding journey. Their movement was planned in advance. Their route was known, their formation was disciplined and deliberate. This was an army prepared to survive, and yet none of them ever returned. That alone is strange. But what makes this case truly unsettling is something historians notice much later, when the evidence was carefully re-examined. In every known disaster, war, famine, ambush, or natural catastrophe, there's always physical evidence left behind. Bodies, bones, graves, signs of final moments. Even centuries later, something always remains. Here, there were none. Search parties followed the army's path across the desert. They expected to find remains scattered across the sand. Instead, they found something far more disturbing: abandoned camps that were never packed away. Cooking areas where fires had burned, but were never properly extinguished. Personal belongings left exactly where they had been placed, as if the soldiers expected to return within minutes. Weapons lay scattered across the sand, unused. Armour pieces rested exactly where they had been dropped. Nothing appeared damaged. Nothing suggested a struggle, a battle, or even a sudden attack. Most disturbing of all were the footprints. They continued in formation, stretching across the desert in straight, organised lines, each step carefully placed, each row aligned. And then, without warning, they stopped. No signs of struggle, no signs of panic, no sudden change in direction, no evidence of a last stand, just silence. At first, some believed a massive sandstorm had erased the army. But sandstorms leave chaos behind. They scatter men, they break formations, they bury camps and equipment, they leave unmistakable signs of destruction. Here, everything remained exactly where it had been left. Others suggested an ambush, but ambushes leave evidence of resistance: broken weapons, bloodstains, defensive positions hastily formed, signs of fear. None of that was found. The army did not run, they did not fight, they did not scatter. Whatever happened, it happened suddenly, and it happened to everyone at the same time. The most unsettling discovery came not from written records, but from the ground itself. Perfectly circular burn marks were found in the sand, areas where the desert surface had been exposed to extreme heat. In some places, the sand had fused into glass. This kind of transformation requires temperatures far beyond normal desert conditions, far beyond campfires, far beyond lightning strikes. It suggests a brief but intense event, something sudden, something overwhelming, something no one was prepared for. There were no warnings, no recorded alarms, no signs that the army had sensed danger in advance. The evidence points to a single moment, not a long disaster, not a gradual collapse, not a slow retreat. A moment so fast that no one had time to react. No time to run, no time to fight, no time to shout warnings, no time to leave behind the evidence we would normally expect. The army did not disappear over days, or even hours. They vanished in a single night. When historians returned to the site years later, the desert had already begun to reclaim everything. Wind erased footprints, sand buried equipment, Silence replaced all memory of movement, and yet the absence remained impossible to ignore. An army does not simply vanish, not without leaving behind some trace of human loss. But here there were none. No graves, no bones, no final records, only unanswered questions. And to this day, the desert